exploring the psychology behind screen addiction. Why do we find it so hard to put our phones down? Why does the urge to keep scrolling, tapping, and checking never seem to fade? Screens are everywhere. For many, especially teens, they're not just tools. They're lifelines to friends, entertainment, and even school. But when does healthy use tip into something more compulsive? And what's happening in our minds when we just can't look away? Today on Mindful Digital Balance, we're exploring the psychology behind screen addiction and uncovering why we can't stop.
We know that digital platforms are designed to keep us engaged. They use algorithms and notifications that trigger our brain's reward system, making it incredibly hard to stop.
Research shows that screen time alone isn't always the problem. It's the way we use our devices, and the consequences that follow, that matter most. In a recent study from Sweden, scientists found that while heavy involvement with gaming or social media is linked to more screen time, it's the negative consequences of sleep loss, social problems, or declining mental health that signal when use becomes addictive.
We asked listeners, how do I stop? How do I stop looking at my phone? How do I stop scrolling? The desperation in those questions shows how deep this struggle runs.
Screen addiction isn't just about lost time. Studies link excessive screen use to anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. For teens, constant comparison to curated online lives can erode self-worth and fuel anxiety. But experts warn, it's not always clear if screens cause these feelings or if those already struggling are drawn to screens for comfort.
Addictive screen use can look different for everyone. For some, it's endless gaming. For others, it's the compulsion to check social media. What unites them is the loss of control and the impact on daily life.
I knew it was a problem when I started losing sleep and my grades dropped. I'd tell myself, just 5 more minutes, but it never ended there.
So what can we do? Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is showing promise in helping teens and adults recognize triggers, manage impulses, and practice mindfulness steps in regaining control. Family support and open communication are also crucial for lasting change.
Self-compassion is vital. Instead of self-criticism, we need to approach our struggles with understanding. That's how real change begins.
Screen addiction is complex. It's not just about time spent, but the impact on our lives, relationships, and well-being. By understanding the psychology behind our habits, we can begin to make mindful choices and find balance in a digital world. Thanks for joining us on Mindful Digital Balance, and remember, awareness is the first step toward change. Stay mindful, stay balanced, like, subscribe, and share.